Hello, my name is James.
My name is Zijian.
I'm here today to share with you
More about your employment rights.
So the company, maybe due to the poor economy or poor sale, they may take steps to re-engineer the company, and then they may find your job redundant. So what that means is that they may retrench you. There's a possibility that the company may give you some retrenchment benefits. Being fired is actually a very casual term. But generally, when people use this term, it's about when you have been terminated from your job because of some misdeed. If you're fired, if you use it in the sense of being terminated because of some misconduct or so, then no, you won't get anything then. Okay, the thing to note is that retrenchment benefits are not compulsory. So it's not stated in the law how much of retrenchment benefits you need to pay. If the retrenchment benefits are stated in your employment contract, or say maybe in the collective agreement which your trade union and your company has, right? Then it's okay. You just follow whatever is stated in the contract, right? So most likely it could be like for every year of service, you get 1 month of salary. But all things said, right, even if there's no contract on retrenchment benefits, there's still this tripartite advisory on managing excess manpower. So it's stated 2 weeks to 1 month for every year of service. So that's the recommendation. If there's a retrenchment, employers can actually take reference from this tripartite advisory and decide what's best to give your worker. Right, you just need to write to Ministry of Manpower or TAFEP, and we will actually help you, we will represent you and speak to your employer and try to get some retrenchment benefits for you. Oh, I think there were many difficult cases. Yeah, we're dealing with two difficult situations. The worker who is now struggling to make ends meet, and then a company who is also struggling to survive. So we try our best. For some companies, they're good. They will squeeze some money from somewhere because they also appreciate their workers, right? But for some companies, really, they don't have any funds at all. So this lady, she's actually the sole breadwinner in her household. Unfortunately, she was retrenched after 4 years of service in the company. So her funds were running out. The good thing is, yeah, she was very proactive, applying for jobs. But I think emotionally, it got to her. Many a time she cried over the phone and I had to calm her down and all that. But anyway, in the end, I managed to speak to the company, and the company actually gave her 2 months of payout. So the 2 months was helpful for her. It definitely helped her go a long way. Okay, so as an employee, I think you need to understand that you need to make yourself relevant to the job, to the industry that you're working in. Make the company see value in you. Make the company see that they want to treasure you. Make the company see that they want you. So that's very important. And how you do it, you can only do it if you upgrade yourself, upskill yourself. In the workplace, it pays to actually be a proactive person, right? One who's involved in discussions, one who's able to add value to the company.
So, adjustment in salary, along the way, employer may deem that I have some financial difficulty, I need to adjust my salary downwards so that to keep my companies afloat. In a way, the company cannot suka-suka say, hey, I want to reduce my salary and this is the company's position, I'm going to take this and this is my say. So employees, you have your own rights because you enter into an initial agreement. So any adjustment in your salary, it has to come in the form of offer and acceptance. You must accept the latest offer before that can take effect. If you receive a salary, auntie, uncles, You may have doubts about how much your salaries are being paid. Okay, you can always request a copy of the pay slips from your employer. Under the Employment Act itself, we do stipulate employers to issue you a pay slips. So pay slip inside will write how much is your salary, and salary cannot be just a popular voucher. Popular voucher, you know, usually payment voucher, then the company will put your salary is 1,006, etc. Okay, so in fact, under the law, MOM will say that hey, all your salary must be segregated. Basic salary how much, overtime salary how much, rest day how much. For example, if you're working for overtime, you can keep your own records about how much hours you have worked, and then through the pay slips itself, you can tally how much salaries they paid you for your overtime. If it is incorrect, etc., you may want to seek advice. You may also can lodge claim with TADM as well. Pandemic, so COVID-19 hit, so company went into circuit breaker as well. They are not able to operate, so loss of revenue, and employees are also not able to work. They don't have salary, so that comes in the form of GSS support to company. But we receive a lot of feedbacks about employers' usage of the GSS funds. Employees don't receive enough or don't receive any of the salary payout. So the dispute resolution team was set up mainly to look into such feedbacks and inquiries and also understand on the usage of the funds by the company. Okay, there's one interesting case about this auntie. She wrote into MOM requesting for some assistance and say, hey, my company are not paying me salary. I have my own financial difficulty, I need help. But then again, she tell me, hey, cannot lah, I cannot cause my company into trouble because last time they got help me also. So she was like telling me, hey, I want something, but please don't do something to my company. So I had to really adjust my approach, take care of the auntie. Her main priorities is to have some wage support during this COVID time. So I went to the company and told them, hey, look, you received this pool of GSS fund, how best you think you can help the employees? So they showed me their books actually on their P&L, it's all red. They don't have any money really. So I told them, hey, why not just give a letter to our auntie? Tell them, hey, you can also seek for government support and also maybe token money. Usually we are caught in situations where we deem that we're helping either party, but actually we are really looking into the advisory on what is right and what is wrong. Employees will think that, hey, you're actually helping the employer, whereas the employer will be thinking that, hey, you're just helping the employee, you're getting me into trouble, sort of things.
Both things with that guy.
You guys slept left and right, but that's part of our job lah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dispute comes about because there is no written agreement. Word against words. For us, when MOM comes into such dispute, we rely back on evidence, documentary proof, and that comes in the form of your employment contracts. Having something is better than having nothing. So we hope that if there's any adjustment in salary, you can just protect your own interests by having some form of written agreement or any emails, SMS, WhatsApp to show that the changes have taken place. So I went to look after,
Oh, yeah. So, but that's why very hard for us. Very hard to actually calm them down. Let's work towards what you want and that sort of thing.